Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts. We are here, guys, with the newest episode of The Flash. We have 3 episodes remaining, and the show's over. It's crazy that this is, of course, part 2 of the 4-part finale of the series. It's insane to say that. And if part 1, the first episode, of course, of this 4-part course, it was A New World part 1, I think it was, last week's episode. If that is any indication for the rest of the episodes, we're in for a treat. I hope that's the case, because Season 9's been all over the place. The Olive Queen Return episode, the one before, of course, part 1 of this 4-parter, was amazing, fantastic. And then we got a full circle moment, 9 seasons in the waiting, in terms of we see our Barry, we've been following all this time. Our Barry is the one who stops Season 1 finale Barry from going in there and preventing his mom's death. There's questions about timeline and why he wasn't vibrating himself when he was told that Flash stopped. It's from his perspective. That's my only thing of why they did that. But we saw the full circle moment, and Reverse Flash once again is stuck in the timeline. And Barry disappears again from the year 2000, so I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm excited as hell. I can't wait to get this episode. Let's jump into it now. Part 2 of the 4-part finale of The Flash, the final episodes of the show ever. Let's go. Oh wait, he's in our timeline now. That's what they're like, what the fuck?
I was just in an accident, and I found this file.
He changed... I don't know what happened.
I saw inside.
Oh my god.
So he's now in our timeline. He was in a timeline, but now he's in Earth Prime. The Blue. A New World. The Blues? The Blues.
Trace amounts of a radioactive isotope.
Cobalt. Oh, shit.
Isotopes like this don't just occur spontaneously. Barry's disappearance.
It was intentional.
Wasn't an accident.
Sounds like y'all could use some help.
God damn it.
I was just thinking about
No explanation. He just walks back in.
The Arctic, Quarter Maltese, but I am done keeping my distance, especially now.
Of course.
I can call Cisco at Argus, see if maybe they've heard anything.
Can we
I'm gonna
see
go to the
Cisco?
office and
Not a phone
search
call.
the database. You okay? What's wrong?
Pregnant? About to burst?
I guess I've got
That's how they're tying it in, I think.
but someone's trying to pull us apart so that Barry won't be here for a second time.
And it's not originally Crisis. It's now Cobalt Blue.
It's like
She is about to burst with that kid. Nora's about to come flying out of there.
Hey! Wait.
Oh! Who caused it? And who can show up because Barry's not around? What the hell? They're becoming poison ivies?
Stay away from us!
She saved your lives. She's knocked out because she's directing the episode. The less we see her, the more she can focus on directing.
We've all got targets on our backs. Any one of us could be next.
Hopefully it's you.
Keon,
You look exactly like Detective Thawne.
Because he is a version of
Do you have
him.
any idea on you, Mr. Gilmore?
Malcolm Gilmore.
Can you tell me again how you found this file?
We've been through this.
He just woke up and found it. I'm confused. What, he's on Earth Prime? I don't know. Basically, like just like Barry.
You think I'm crazy? You know what? Forget this. Keep your classified file. His cause of death was redacted in the report.
Never got an official story.
Find her? Who? What?
you okay?
Yeah. I guess you just didn't want to talk to me.
I mean, it's hard for him to talk to you because of Frost.
You were not the same person you were when I left. What you did to those people tonight?
They were dying.
There was nothing natural about what I saw today. You warped their bodies. You made them into monsters. They could barely speak. Their skin was green. You hurt them. They ran away.
Because they were freaked out.
Before I left Central
You
City,
need to
I
just go
told
away,
you there was
Mark. That's
something
why I can't
amazing
stand this
inside.
character.
You're an abomination.
We seriously brought this character back to do this shit? Seriously? What the fuck is wrong with whoever wrote this? Seriously. Okay.
These last few months getting everything ready for Nora, painting the nursery.
And everything's falling apart right now.
Every time something really great happens, something worse comes along and just
It's the Flash. What do you expect?
cancels it out.
Be careful. Yes, exactly.
So we decided to reconnect.
I hope Tessa can figure this out, but he's full of shit.
And maybe I couldn't have saved her either, but at least I could have been there at her side to hold her hand, to tell her that I loved her before she... Recalibrate the scanners to look for cobalt radiation, right?
Yeah.
Don't let him do it. Don't let him do it. Don't.
I can finish it for you if you want.
What the hell's going on? I saw 2049.
It's you.
Oh, he's having visions of season 1. That's who he's supposed to find. You had to have heard that.
What the hell's going on?
Well,
Oh, Mark isn't here.
it's not Mark.
Right now. I'm going to gut you like a fish. And your little baby, too.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's kind of dark.
Leave her alone.
Ooh. Oh, shit.
You distracted me from the satellites
And you fell for it.
Keon, too.
Is that why Barry can't get home? Because he's being held captive somewhere? I think so.
Oh. Imagine if, like, Iris walked in. What the hell? Oh my god, Eddie. Oh. Oh.
No.
Whoa.
What did you do, Eddie?
He sacrificed himself. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Can you show me a picture from our wedding day?
Aww. That's cute.
Barry, I have no idea. And the connection that we have can never be broken because we will never stop fighting for it. And I know we'll find our way back to each other.
Of course.
I'm the Speed Force.
Hello. Careful.
Are you okay? I can't help anyone. Even when I try, I hurt people. Inhuman. I know.
That's different
That's the point.
company.
Who I am, what my powers are, where they came from.
Transformed people's physiology with a thought.
Yeah. So, what is
What have
she?
you done?
Entire ecosystems from invading unnatural assailants.
What?
Every living thing.
So she's Mother Nature. This is confirming it, right? I guess.
Sounds to me like you already know what you are.
Whoa. The barometric pressure there just shifted 1,000 millibars. It's like a hurricane's about to hit the place.
Let's Keon.
I've been waiting for you, Keon.
I don't think you're ready for whatever she's about to do to you.
Only one. Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. Oh, okay.
But I don't want to hurt you.
I don't want to hurt
So
you,
I want
Mark.
to give you
Just walk
one
away.
more chance.
If you want to take me out,
Yeah, kill Mark.
you gotta murder your best friend.
Yeah,
What are
see?
you talking about?
Yeah. I think the whole idea of the ultimatum, like, if you want to stop me, you gotta kill Mark, she's gonna find a way around it.
You're having mild contractions.
I'm in labor?
Oh, shit. Worst time ever.
I am in charge.
That's why I'm removing it.
Oh! Wait. What the fuck? What the fuck is she doing? He's a pile of dirt. And she's gonna bring him back, of course. Right? All she has to do is snap her fingers. It's crazy. So what the fuck? Is she God? Mother Nature? I don't know. Don't touch that. Don't you touch that either. No.
Guys,
Baby time. Baby
Baby's
time.
coming.
Baby time.
Barry?
Okay, made it in time. Good.
We're having a baby.
Nora!
I always knew that someday my life would lead me back to that night.
Yeah, and it did in a big way.
Look, whatever that crystal is, it's unlike any weapon we've ever seen before. It's
Exactly.
traveling through time. Like, even are you?
Mother Nature.
I'm
There.
a goddess.
A goddess. Oh, okay.
I don't think it's my destiny to protect just this team or this city.
Everything.
I don't think I can stay here.
But the show's almost over.
With you?
Keon, whatever you need.
Again? Holy shit. He's digging up Eddie's body. Are you crazy? It's empty. Yeah. They're tying it all back in. Wow.
in the chest.
That wasn't you.
I am Eddie Thawne.
Test the bullet from his gun. Oh shit. It has been rumored for the longest time that Eddie Thawne never actually died. Or something happens once he goes through the portal at the end of season 1 that somehow Eddie's alive somewhere. They're fucking doing it. They're actually doing it. Because I honestly was thinking, this is a version of Eddie that when he got struck by the negative lightning and became Cobalt Blue, with everything happening, I was like, Earth Prime? Okay, it is Earth Prime. But he's now here, and he's having memories of that Eddie. Like, so I don't know, but I was like, okay, there's some sort of memory connection. Now it makes so much more sense that he's not having, flashes of the other memories of Eddie. He's having his own memories flashing before his eyes. He's like, what? Wait, Iris, and then him proposing, or he was about to propose to Iris, and all this, and then him sacrificing himself. Oh my god. Now it makes so much more sense. I can't believe they're doing this, because I thought, okay, we're getting Eddie back. We're getting a version of Eddie, but we're not getting season 1 Eddie. We are getting season 1 Eddie Thawne in season 9. Wow. Okay, so overall, the episode is good-ish, great, kinda, overall. It's not like on the levels of the Oliver Queen return episode and Diggle and Kid Flash and Bloodwork. It's definitely not on that level. It's definitely not on the level of last week's episode, because I guess it was just too much to ask for an episode that was, not, like, let's say, asking for as good as asking basically a pretty damn perfect episode. 4 weeks, in a row, because we've had 2 in a row, but like 4 remaining in terms of the parts. But this was pretty great in terms of that reveal of Eddie Thawne, being that's the original Eddie, and finding out Keone is actually a goddess. There's been a lot of discussion about it. Is she just God? Is she Mother Nature? So now, since she's a goddess, she can basically do a lot of things. She literally brought those 2 people who worked at Iris's work back to life, because essentially she put plants or whatever inside their body to have them start breathing again because they were dying. She basically destroyed Mark, which was great to watch, by the way, because I hate the character, destroying him and then bringing him back because he had the crystal, the cobalt crystal in him, and he was the one that was basically attacking everybody. So okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's just talk about Mark, because I was tweeting about my dislike of Mark again, and I got really mad pretty quickly because they brought him in the mix. It's been a long time since he's been gone, in terms of 7 months away from everybody, but obviously it's not really Mark until the end of the episode, but still. At first, I was like, there's no explanation for him being here. Obviously, of course, the SEAL's like, I called him. Like, we don't need this. We don't need him. We don't. And then revealing, of course, after he says all these really negative shit, which before the reveal of the blue flash of eyes, before it cuts to break, when he tells Keone after she does save those 2 people, they freak out, obviously. Like, they don't thank her. They think she's, a monster or crazy, or they stay away from us. He says all these negative things about how, obviously, it's not him. It's the, it's Cobalt, whatever. It's the crystal that's infecting him, that's causing him to say all these things, saying you're an abomination, you're hurting people, blah, 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 it's like all this stuff. And then I was questioning, like, why are they doing this? Why are they having Mark be a complete piece of shit once again? And then the flash, the eyes, like, okay, well, that's the explanation of why, because he's being infected. Whatever. I literally tweeted whatever. Like, I just don't, like, at this point, I just don't care about the character at all. There's people complaining, saying I'm hating him for no reason. I have legitimate reasons to hate him. And the same thing I can throw back at people that are saying I'm hating on Mark for no reason. There are things that you guys who watch this show, you've been watching it for 9 fucking seasons. There are things in the show that you guys dislike or hate throughout the 9 years. There are things you guys dislike or hate, whether it's storylines, particular characters, whatever it is. So do not sit there and say that I don't have a legitimate reason to hate the character. They have written the character poorly as shit. And they literally made him the worst thing in season 9 for the majority of the season before he left. And that's also talking about how they were also not writing Cecile well, or they weren't writing Allegra well, and Chester is just kind of there. But Mark was the worst thing. So it's just a disaster in terms of his character. So the one thing I will not miss when the show is over is not seeing that character anymore, because Mark is here to stay till the end. So it fucking sucks. But whatever. So we have good shit to talk about. So in terms of the flashes of the memories of Eddie, I thought that they did a really good job of like having that tile in terms of the reveal, of course, of being Eddie and everything, because they could have easily just kind of focused just on the Iris stuff, but they really made a point to focus on him sacrificing himself, because that was a big turning point, because we thought for a time Reverse Flash is now gone. He's not going to come back on the show. Of course, that didn't happen. There's a bunch of timeline shit involved in that. So his sacrifice was kind of meaningless. And I think they're going to kind of establish and talk about that probably in the next episode or something. Or they're going to have to have 2 episodes remaining and the show's over. So Eddie's going to have to figure out why in the hell my sacrifice meant nothing. I did this for nothing. So yeah, that was a pretty big thing there. And Barry being gone for the majority of the episode was really kind of ridiculous. I understand because Grant got COVID. So there was some, he had discussed how he had gotten COVID. So they had to kind of write around and kind of work around the fact that so I'm not sure when he shot the scenes in the Flash suit in Star Labs and when they're in the hospital, I don't think, obviously he don't have a COVID at that point. But when he disappears again at the end of this episode, while Iris about to give birth to Nora, by the way, which is like, great. And then Barry shows up, awesome. But then he disappears again. I don't think he's going to miss the birth. I feel like he's just gone again. And I don't know if it's because of a story point, because this episode was really about them trying to figure out why Barry's been missing all this time. So it's kind of like seeing their perspective of Barry disappearing. We saw his perspective, of course, in terms of the part 1 of the New World, in terms of, like going back to that night with his mom's death and everything, and Reverse Flash being stuck there again. We saw their perspective in this episode. So I think he's going to be there for the birth, obviously, but I'm wondering what they're going to do in terms of his disappearance. If we're actually see, I'm guessing we're going to see his perspective, maybe, in terms of why he's gone again, like what's going on, because clearly it's tied to Cobalt Blue, clearly. So they're going to have to figure this out. They're going to have to. And the fact that Keon is thinking of leaving, which makes sense, because since she's a goddess, she's protecting everything, not just Team Flash or whatever. So that kind of falls in line in terms of what she is. So yeah, this episode was crazy in terms of those kind of things, in terms of Keon being a goddess and the Eddie-thon reveal. I just kind of wish they would have written some of the stuff better and all that. Because look, I think the biggest thing is that the fact that Grant Gustin really, elevates the show in terms of his character in general. He's the main character, obviously, but just him being a part of scenes makes other characters better, in my opinion. And that's like been a big discussion about whenever he's not around, which is due to like scheduling or him taking time off, or in this case potentially COVID stuff, so he's kind of like missing. But I think this was kind of written in a way to where he's gone, because I think maybe next week's episode is maybe where the COVID stuff occurs. I'm not 100% sure, but it feels like there was a story purpose here why he was gone for the majority of it. But whenever he's around, the show just gets better. And the characters, like, they're written better when he's around. So it's just unfortunate that, there's a lot of stuff in this, like, it's whatever, I guess. I'm just waiting. So it did pick up towards the end for sure. So overall, part 2 definitely is a step down in terms of quality, in terms of storyline, in terms of execution. But then again, it's like asking for a near perfect episode again. We've already had that the past 2 weeks in terms of near perfect episodes where they're so fucking good. To ask for it again and again and again until the end of the show was kind of hard to do, but I kind of wish this would have been handled better, and I think it could have been handled better. Unfortunately, they missed the mark on some stuff. Pun intended, missed the mark. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. Let me know your comments. Your thoughts, whatever, in the comments below. I'm curious to know what you thought about this episode. If you actually liked it more than I did, you disliked it more than I did, whatever. What are your thoughts, guys? Let me know in the comments below. Talk to you guys soon. Hopefully, a better episode next week. Peace out.